Yeah, it's been a very hard month. I'm okay, you know, like it's waves, huh? Like it's some days is harder than other days, and I just feel trying to keep strong for River and my son, and it's been hard. I mean, Jake was a fireball, you know. He was happy, he like took over a room, he had so much about him. He was like the star of everything he touched, and he had something really amazing about him because everything, you know, he had so many ideas, and you know, he thought about things that no one thought about, and you know, he created a music band, he did art, he created a fashion brand, and you know, everything he touched became something. And it's really sad to lose him. You know, he was always the one who was like, come on, get up. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting time, you're this. And because I'm really a relaxed person. Like, I love to sleep and I love to just lay in bed a whole day, where he was complete the opposite. Like, he couldn't waste 1 hour, like, not doing anything. So, yeah. He would really want me to keep going for River, for sure. We've not been together for the past 2 years, and he had so much love for our daughter, and their bond was magical, you know, like everyone knows, River was the love of his life. And, you know, I really respect that. It was awful because I think when it comes to someone passing that's in your life, it's the shock, you know, like you getting a call and this person is no longer here. So to get a phone call and say someone's passed is, sorry.
Okay, just take your time.
I think is, you know, it's not, it just feels so like empty, and like knowing that my daughter's gonna grow up without her dad and, you know, his family, and it's just not fair, you know? It just feels like it's not fair. It still doesn't feel real, like, you know, like I'm going to work and, you know, I'm kind of keep going in my routine, and it hits you and you're like, is that actually real? You know, are we talking about him? Like, no, surely it's not, this has not happened. So it's a lot of pain. With like being a mother, it's like you don't know what's right or wrong. And being in my position is, you know, I need to work. I need to, you know, look after myself and River and provide. And, you know, we have a home to pay for and we have responsibilities. And doing my job, it's also a place where I feel I'm surrounded by other people, and it feels wholesome because you kind of get out of your head for a little bit, you meet people. And you know, we always kind of schedule our shoots that I'm able to collect River and drop River to school. So it's like while she's in school, I'm at work, and then, you know, we do dinner together. And that's kind of been our routine always. So for me, it's really important to work. And sometimes it feels that you're always being looked at or judged, or like, oh my God, is she not grieving? And how is she already back to work? And, you know, I just wish that people was a bit kinder and understood that we have to stay strong and we have to continue our lives. And that doesn't mean that you're not grieving, because everyone grieves differently. I think as moms, we just have this magical strength of, we just keep going. We keep like fighting, we keep being strong because we know there's someone watching us, and we need to find that inner strength that sometimes it's like moms are just everything, and also dads, but it's like, I don't know where we get it from. You know, sometimes I'm like, I'm so tired of being strong, but then I look back, I'm like, wow, we achieved a lot, you know? I think because the loss of my brother was so big for our family, so tragic, and there was so much speculation around it, and the grief was like the worst pain I've ever felt. And experiencing someone just passing from one day to another is mentally so strong, and it takes you years and years to like accept that I'm not going to see this person again. And it happening now again, it's like, because you feel the pain of how that felt, and it's all coming back again. And just looking at River is like, you know, you feel for your child and you feel for the family, and because you've been there and you had that pain inside you, and it's a pain that you can't explain. Like it's an inner pain that's like everything inside you just is hurting. Honestly, I just think everyone should just take their time. There's not a right answer, there's not a wrong answer. I think you should just listen to your body, and you know, if you want to sleep, if you want to shout, if you want to, whatever you want to do, just be okay. You know, don't rush anything, don't push anything, and just look after yourself and surround yourself with loved ones. I would love Jake to be remembered as an amazing father, as a great friend, as an amazing son and brother. And, you know, he was very loved by many, and he was there for a lot of people, and he would always be there for people he loved. And he had so much to give. You know, he was like the light of the room. And this is why he was so loved by so many. I mean, my future plans, it's almost like just being where I am today. It's like, I journal most of my life. And I kind of write down where I see myself always. And for me, what matters is like a safe home, a calm nervous system, my kids being happy, me working, you know, and just really having a wholesome family. Yeah.